Hello everyone and welcome to the Week in Review where we recap the previous week and anything extra. So, we weren't able to do this Sunday, mostly because of the fact we had Anime North to deal with, so yeah, obviously I'm way too tired to do for the Sunday, but hope you enjoyed the updated studio. We're still working it around. We finally changed the logo, okay, see, we're getting somewhere in the background. We're going to be updating the studio and stuff like that. I'm going to be working on a lot of updates for that. So eventually on the following lives, down later on the line, it'll look nicer. But hopefully you're enjoying your Monday, which it's still going to be Sundays. And we're going to have the Sunday. It's going to keep on being Sunday. Just this Sunday we couldn't. So we're just pushing it for the Monday. But let's begin. With the recap and then after talk about the Battle Pass, which I wanted to do a video on, but I thought it'd be better just to do a live discussion on it just because it's not like there's too much info. Anyways, we'll start off with the week recap now, and he will load it right there on our screen. So Monday we are talking about how could they possibly be doing remakes if they are going to be doing it for the 25th anniversary. Tuesday was really fun because we basically, I found my old turbo modded layers with the metal on them. I thought it'd be funny to make the metal against quads, right, because they have the gimmicks. So that was a pretty entertaining video. Wednesday, we finally did the Chozy tier list video after I said it and took months to get it out. Thursday was Dronzer GT. That was pretty cool to actually do. So if you want to see some fun old Jin battles, that is your Thursday, my friend, to check out. And also, it was a double upload that day for the Thursday because we also explored the Portal Zero grip, which did die on me, but yeah, check it out. Friday, more info drops. Obviously, you know, your boy had to do a breakdown on the news and information to give my thoughts, just more in depth on the system, and kind of my overall excitement for Beyblade X. Saturday was the Quad Strike episode. And yeah, later on the Saturday, we had the interview with Nizuma, which that was really fun to actually do. And Sunday was, I was talking about the burst resistance and kind of fears for that. Yeah, but aside from that, yeah, it's a pretty tame week. We still have some other topics I want to cover for Beyblade X. My thoughts, how they could potentially do left spins, you know, rubber, that type of stuff. I feel like I have a pretty good take with that. Also, speaking of Anime North, which I mentioned before, on the Friday, I had the Volt outfit, and then after Saturday, I was semi-committed to the Power outfit. I got the horns. Yeah, no wig or contacts, maybe next year, just because contacts, I'm pretty blind, so it didn't have enough time to set it up, but it was pretty fun. I also want to give a huge thank you to anyone who's able to show up for the events. I think each of the days was better. The Friday was way better than expected for the turnout that we had. Saturday was, I would say, pretty good, all things considered. And, you know, Sunday was a little bit of in and out, but, you know, shout out to the team at Anime North, WBO, that all worked together. You know, Dan, Jesse, Justin, and Old School, so many others that we worked together to make sure that it could be a fun experience for everyone. And also, I did get greeted, so thank you to anyone who said hello on there. And, yeah, that's kind of it. There is highlights, so.
3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Oh, I don't know if my audio is playing. If not, these are basically just tournament highlights. Is there audio on this? I'm not going to find out till after, so if there is, then, yeah. If not, oh.
Guys, no hugging, okay? This is what determines what I play on Saturday now.
My it's gonna burst. Oh my god, I said it. Is it on video? Oh my goodness. Actually, I almost self-KO when it launched. Oh god.
Yeah, no, this was really good. I was watching it Oh, sorry, wait. Okay, now I can talk. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize there was audio for the clip or not. So when I was talking, I didn't realize. But yeah, that was for the event on the Friday, which was DB Sudden Death. I have a video on the other channel, which is just the highlights about like some music and stuff. Essentially, the rules was like first stage, you get the first point, and then you move on. And finals, it was like 1 is OS, 3 is burst, 3 is KO. So it was very chaotic. I'm sure you saw. It was actually a very fun rule set to try out because I know not too many people are fond of the DB Stadium, so I thought, well, this was the most entertaining way to actually use it, so yeah, fair enough. I think the other ones are going to be the Metal Fight highlight. Okay, well, there we go.
3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, go. Shoot.
I know.
Let's go. Stationary attack.
No, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Shoot.
What's your call?
1, go. Shoot.
Stay.
2, 1, go. Shoot.
Come on.
Oh, damn.
No.
Defense combo. I'm just saying.
Spring steel.
RS.
Spring steel.
No way.
He's interfering.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, it's
interference.
working. It's working. Oh! What?
1, go. Shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot.
Oh.
It's doing the thing.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
1, go. Shoot.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. Listen, this is what won me the entire time on the Sunday's event, which was Metal Fight Limited from WO. Listen, El Drago carried me. I still have to edit the Metal Fight highlights because we did do some funny commentary, but I have to see what I can edit out or keep in. This is the attack one.
3, 2, 1, go shoot. 2, 1, then rip. 3, 2, 1, then rip. The launch. 3, 2, 1, then rip. Good launches, good launches. Okay, woo. Hey, it's fighting back. Whoa, big hits, okay. Wait, okay, 2, 1, good job. 3, 2, 1, let it rip.
Yeah, I thought that was actually a really good one too. So just to give you some context, by the way, if you're trying to wonder what was that was basically the burst event, but it's basically just the standard, all DBB or whatever, right? But you can only use attack drivers, so I thought that was a very silly and fun format since you basically have to rely on how skilled are you with attack. So you saw some cool stuff like Metal Destroy, Venture plus V. It was a very fun and entertaining one, and the idea, on each day was trying to build on, since burst is basically finishing up, get some use out of your burst space that are basically at the end game, and I think we did a pretty good job, so I'll try to see whatever highlights I can try to get out for a video. None of them were able to be, I don't think any of them I can get to, a full video, so I'll probably just see, highlights on the testing channel. I think I already did one, and we'll probably leave this a shorts or something. But pretty good, all things considered. Now, I want to kind of, transition off of Anime North and kind of talk about Legends of Beyblade. They have an Instagram and they have a YouTube. Yeah, they have a YouTube there. And we previously covered actually the whole ways with Bay Battle Burst Rise. So they attacked Lunar, Cosmic Valtryek, Flare Dragon, Naked Spryzen, Eclipse Genesis, Union Achilles, Master Devil. So these are the IRL picks. If you're wondering what is Bay Battle and you're curious, Bay Battle is essentially in the MENA region, UAE, Saudi Arabia, right? Localized, it's just the same TT Bays, but it basically just has the Hasbro localization of the names and that type of stuff. But it's TT. It's not how Pro Series does it. where it's like a cheap version of the TT. So if you were wondering about that, yeah, we'll eventually try to see if we can get it for reviews, but it depends on time. Quickly, shout out to Cypress Channel for helping out with actually finding this, but this is supposed to be the app logo, the app, which is for the Bay Battle Pass. The app is going to be releasing, what is it, July 15th, the same as the actual release, so it's going to be simultaneous. We're basically going to be covering a few things. First of all, what exactly does the app actually cover? You know, to what extent, what can you do with it? That's basically what the whole thing's about, and after that, we'll talk about maybe plans for the channel or whatever. So to go through the liberty of trying to translate this using the Google Translate app is pretty simple. Obviously, the top is your rank, your blader name, home collection. It says 10 pieces. I'm assuming that's how many of the bays you own so far. Scan, obviously, if you remember Burst and collecting Takeratome when they used to have it, when you would scan the Beyblades, it would scan, you know, how many of the times of parts do you own. There's the home ticket. I'm not too sure what that is going to be. There's the menu. There is mission, so I'm assuming there's going to be something like maybe like daily missions that you have to do or something like that. Maybe it's going to be like achieve a shoot power of like 6,000 using Hell Scythe or Drawn Sword or Wizard Arrow or Night Shield, right? That's what I'm assuming they're trying to build on for each of the missions on there. And, you know...
Scan.
Yeah, on the scan on the thing, yeah. Don't confuse it like the Hasbro QR code. Yeah, with that type of stuff. I'm so happy I don't have to deal with the QR code comments every time. Yeah, it's a nightmare that gets to eventually end. Also, the shoot, which I'm assuming, I guess maybe I could be. I'm not too sure on the shoot thing. I'm assuming that's a. No, I know what it is to get to that point, but I'm assuming is that like a shoot rank, like it says 68. So I don't know how they built to it. The generic description. So basically, you attach this onto your launcher. And basically, it'll record your launch power and the number of times the Beyblade is shot. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. In addition, when linked to a dedicated smartphone app, players can earn Bay points based on their launch power and the number of times they launch. Okay, so it's how strong you launch and the number of times, and can compete in games to win rare Beyblades and the points they earn. So we already saw that with Cobalt Drake. Yeah, there's even more than this. So kind of the same thing. Okay, various Beyblade activities. And digital Bay Battle and events players can use their points. Can be so digital events. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. And I think we saw some of this. There's some screenshots a little bit later on where they do show, I think, some like battles or whatever with like the 3D model. So I'm assuming something like that. And they do add the updated feature will allow players to customize their Beyblades and app online and battle players across the country. And I assume eventually, once it's global, that it would be kind of maybe something like worldwide online battles. So kind of, I think it's like more of, like think of like the Beyblade Burst stuff, but like more involved physically. So here's some of the other stuff of the features that the app had to try to translate as much as possible. I'm assuming these are stuff that contributes to like the points. So you got your daily shoot. Obviously the products that you purchase are going to contribute to that.
It's UPC code.
Yeah, tournament participation, store visit, participate.
It's local tournaments.
Yeah, local tournaments, participating in events, in-app games. So it's going to be a mix of physical and digital, which I think is going to be pretty neat to see to earning points. What I'm going to be very curious on, and we're not going to have this answer until either closer or post-launch, is going to be exactly what is the scale for points, because currently whatever is the highest to get points is obviously competing in tournaments and events, which we know currently you have to be in Japan and compete in those events where they're going to be giving out points.
We did before.
And yeah, they have done it before, and it is pretty exciting. So you see, basic shot.
Before the tournament and they got points.
Yeah. So we got a shot of the Bay Battle Pass here. Yeah, so this is the example when they're talking about the shoot power. So they have the launcher attached to the ripcord there. I'm only going to be fearful because if it's touching the bay, I don't want it to accidentally scratch the metal. That sometimes happened with the old burst launchers when they have to have the bay logger and the little white part on that launcher there. But I don't know if it's there or not. So if I might be just rambling at that point. All right, next. On there, what do we got? Okay, here's the example of the shoot power. Now, what I'm actually thinking is that you see a 3D model of the stadium, okay? You see a 3D model of the bays. I don't think these things are just going to be like generic MP4s that just play or whatever for the shoot power, that type of stuff. No. I actually think there are 3D models in the app. So potentially, probably at launch, we could have some pretty interesting stuff for the 3D printing side of Beyblade for what stuff could develop. Imagine hypothetically, let's say these rails, whatever you call them, the gears parts, let's say they wear over time. Imagine if we could get the stadium files and then after extract them to have 3 printable replacements. That would be interesting if that stadium ever has an issue. Or if they release normally, yeah. Here's an example. You can kind of see the bays battling. And they definitely seem to try to put some type of effort on it. I definitely think the light rendering looks a little bit goofy there. But you see some of the shoot power. And I think we even saw this when we were actually doing the video with Noel when he was doing the shoot thing. Because there's like a mini battle that was going on. So it seems they really want you to get involved with the app. Which I think even, you know, in like last time when they did it with Burst, yeah, obviously it was a product of its time. But if you think about it too, there wasn't really too much you could do on the original Burst app. It was just really just the see what bays you had, profile picture. I think it was shoot in points and whatever. And the online feature they're going to be implementing later on. So that's what that was saying.
Worldwide.
Well, no, what that specifically is saying when you translate is just the online feature will be implemented later on.
Yeah, but there's a globe.
Yeah, I know it's a globe. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm just saying in specific for that. If they're showing the globe, obviously global.
It's global.
You get the idea. I do still wonder. No, honestly, yeah, we're only going to find out a lot later. I don't even know. I don't want to speculate too much on the global side. We already did talk about, I think, the week before this week. Yeah. So aside from that, I kind of want to get a survey. What are people's thoughts? Okay, here we got the Cobalt Drake grind begins. True. Either that or you just wait till it hits. No, it's going to be really expensive to get either way. Yeah. I think the points might be a little bit easier probably in like the first few months. We're going to be on that points grind. Very true. We might do maybe on the Sundays eventually when Beyblade X releases, the weekend review gets replaced with Beyblade X points challenge grind. And if they have an online feature, maybe we could battle with viewers.
Yeah, we can do.
We could definitely do it because just getting on the
live.
phone. We'll first cover anything that's for Bay Battle, and then after anything else, we'll cover after that. Okay. Will the Bay Battle Pass work similar to the Bay Logger and Burst? I will assume you got here a little bit later on, and I will say yes, but to a greater extent. It's more involved with kind of like these digital missions that you have to do. It's kind of like more like the original Bay Cloud was kind of basic, so it's kind of just like a better revamp, I would say, because it's like you're doing actually more now. Will the Bay Battle Pass stay until the end, unlike the original Bay Logger?
Who knows?
Yeah, obviously, who knows? I think part of that, too, is that if they're going to pay for, like, a service, this cloud or whatever, to probably host on the site, whatever, like, at a certain point, they do have to eventually cancel it, so eventually, to some point, probably, yeah, maybe it doesn't get supported or something like that, because to them, they have to, you know, I mean, I would like to see how long it goes, obviously, but, you know. Would it be feasible to get everything from an archive? Potentially, talking about the file stuff before. Just pre-ordered the Battle Pass. Thought it wasn't worth it, but I don't want to get left off if it does pop off. Hopefully the app will be global in the future. 100% agree. And also to add, when the app does release, which July 15th is going to be one hell of a day, I will probably be doing a quick short video on how to download the app and then after using the features. If not on the 15th, I'll try to do it afterwards. It does take, look, that from the weekend afterwards I have to prepare because we're only going to be getting the bays like, what is it? What's the Monday after the weekend of release? The 17, 18, whatever, 19? Yeah, so I'll try my best, but I'm mostly going to be just waiting. So the app right now is currently going to just be in Japan. But later on, you know, we're going to see how the localization works. If there's an update just for global, how they're going to do it. The Battle Bash could do a lot for longevity for Beyblade X if they give the proper support it needs. Yeah, and I think also a very good thing with the actual app is that there's more physical stuff to do with it. Like, it's not to say that the original Beylogger didn't do stuff. I just feel like it feels more interesting. It's essentially like a combination of the Beylogger and like the Hasbro Beyblade Burst app, actually, if you think about it. Like, two similar ideas, but more of an execution this time around. So now, we'll kind of go past that and talk about some other stuff, since we kind of covered already. Is there anything you want to add for the Battle Pass, or... I think we talked about kind of whatever we could. So, do you think they'll do Burst remake? Okay, I'm assuming you mean Beyblade X remake. Well... yeah, Beyblade X remakes of Valkyrie and Spriggan. If they're ever going to do remakes, it's for the 25th. Could they do a Valkyrie, a Pegasus, and a Dragoon? Potentially. Should they? If they want money, probably. Yeah, remakes are easy money for them. They definitely should. I'm eager to see in the future how they will appeal to the West with Beyblade X, especially with commercials and marketing. Yeah, so the thing is, and this is kind of funny, but if you actually look at the original marketing of the Beyblade X commercial, it's very much reminiscent of the old Metal Fusion commercials that Hasbro used to do. I think honestly, if you just put it basically the audio in English and you did the same commercial, I think you can more or less get the same appeal. I don't think, well, and that's a good thing to actually talk about with the marketing. I did try to cover that too when we were talking about the whole thing of sport and appeal. If they're going to try to really broaden to kind of a wider audience and they really want to try to do this global thing, they really have to get committed on the influencer side, all that stuff for marketing. Because commercials is one thing just to advertise the product, but you really need people showcasing and demoing it. Okay, the Battle Pass would collect all the data from your phone and maybe Bluetooth or something. It is Bluetooth because you have to connect. Okay. What I'm concerned. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Hasbro for a second. About Quadrant P right now. She hasn't resonated with Pandora yet. Pandora hasn't talked to her yet. Still, you can see what Pandora's voice will sound like. And also Quad Strike is delayed. I say delayed. They're doing a pause right now for the episodes. The next step is Zeal, but I don't know. I don't know why they're pushing. I don't know if I'm wrong in here. Am I wrong if I say that I don't feel Quad Strike has, like... I think Quad Strike is good for what they're doing in most of the episodes so far, but I feel like kind of how late it's been that they did it. I think because now we're hitting Beyblade X, it's kind of hard to, like, feel the hype of Quad Strike. I feel like if they did in November and December, if they started then, they probably would have been able to hit a lot stronger, because... Right now, it's kind of like, yeah, Zeal Achilles, but that release... Didn't Zeal come out in, like, December? Like, it was there's clearly a gap. Am I right? When did Zeal Achilles come out? Like, we got it in December, right? No, in November?
November.
November? Oh, my God. Ugh. Is this a... Okay, yes, it is, my friend. It is not... It is an app. It's not really a game. It's an app. It's not released yet, my friend. Okay. Here we go. I'm hyped to see how they're going to expand in Beyblade X in general. The system looks like once you leave the basic stages, we're going to get a lot more fun with the designs. I definitely agree. I think when you start off, it's usually kind of simplistic, and I think then they expand afterwards. And I'm kind of used to that usually. I'm not expecting crazy at the start. I want to see how they develop from there. And if it is going to be simple, then they really got to make sure the designs are very good with how they're going to be molding it, because there is actual detail on them. There is actually that type of stuff. I do agree. I do wish there was stickers. I don't think we need too much paint or whatever. At least some stickers. Not too much like how they did for Burst, but some. Okay. I hope we'll eventually get more customization in Beyblade X, like the metal being separate from the layer. It's definitely going to be very hard even after seeing the video. I think the ratchet and bits they can definitely separate. Like, Metal Fight Bays, which I'm getting really close to. Metal Fight Bays only got really complicated. Like, originally it was the metal wheel, which was just one metal part. Then after they had, like, the separate part where it's, like, the clear wheel. And then after, like, the metal wheel, right? So they'll definitely expand, but... how they'll do that, we have to see. Probably in like a year's time, we'll see, because that's usually how Beyblade goes. Usually year after year after year, they usually try to expand on the system a little bit more. I feel like Quad Strike is them throwing a bone to the people outside of Japan who don't know about X, maybe. Gives them something to chew on until the X anime. So Quad Strike is only really done, and I think, this is my conspiracy theory now. Okay, it's a conspiracy. I feel like it's just Hasbro trying to run out to probably whatever deal they have with Takara Tomy. And it's like, okay, we need to sell these bays, because I'll be honest, TT probably already knew that they didn't really need the anime to sell these bays, and it's very clear by the sales and how they did very, very well in BU, almost constantly getting out of stock at each launch. So, they didn't really need it, but Hasbro does need it, because I do feel confident saying if there was no Quad Strike animation, Quad Strike would be a failure. Like, they desperately need it. They desperately, desperately need it. And it is a good point, let me hit it here, mention kind of people outside in Japan kind of seeing it. I do see a lot of people on Twitter that are from Japan kind of observing, thinking, oh, it's interesting, but you know what's the biggest turnoff as usual? It's the fact they're using Hasbro bays. So it's like, the thing the anime has going good for it is I think really the story and some of the character work, but I think what's lacking right now is kind of like the battles. The battles I think is what's lacking for me. I feel like Rubber Attack is going to be the only for controlled movements since they already go really fast. So I'm probably going to cover this, is Monday, Tuesday then. I'm talking about how I think they're going to execute rubber, and eventually I'll try to think of how to do less spin. I don't want to just do videos like where I'm waffling the whole time for like 20 minutes, right? The author is not from Promise Netherlands. The author is, what is it? It's, the writer is from Kakaguri. I don't have the exact name right now. Someone can post in the chat. The illustrator is the one that does Promise Neverland. I can't pronounce the name because I'm not good with names that are new to me. So, but yeah, that's the difference between the two. Will Hasbro still control Beyblade in their own way? So, what I think... Is the comment cut off, or is... Oh no, your comment just cut off. I thought it was like the thing cut off on mine.
140 characters.
Yeah. So, what I would say is that for the Hasbro side of Quad Strike, and how this leads into Beyblade X, when they're talking about T-licensing could obviously just be, oh, well, it doesn't mean anything at all. It could just be, it's the Beyblade X box, Hasbro logo on the bottom right. It could be that. I said both possibilities constantly. I always corrected the record constantly when I said this. You either get the option where it is global and it's Tommy, no hands by Hasbro. Yeah, go for it.
So keep in mind the ADK Emotions is not in the picture.
Yeah, it's not there because...
ADK Emotions dealt with the anime with Hasbro and whatever around the world.
Yeah, and they say T-licensing now.
T-License is a different company.
Yeah. Okay, here you go, by the way, with the author name. Yeah, I'm not too good on remembering that. But the worst comes to worst, like I said, you got two possibilities. If it's Tommy, I'm not too worried. If let's say Hasbro does the co-branded thing like Transformers, your biggest worry for Hasbro, even if the bays are the exact same, is going to be how they price it for the market. Because you ask anyone, whether it's Marvel Legends or Transformers, etc., the prices go up for Hasbro. It's a terrible thing that they're doing across the brand. So that's your only worry, even if Beyblade X is global. That's their only worry. Other than that, if the bays are the exact same, like that's a very good win. Very good win for us fans in the West and worldwide, obviously. I wonder if later on we'll be able to interchange the chip from the blade, like Drone Star's chip, into Wizard Arrow, more so in Beyblade X Gen 2. Yeah, so in terms of like customizing the gear bits, I don't know if I just made that up or not. No, I'm pretty sure it's called gear bits. Yeah. That would be, I'd like that. I think that's kind of like one of the neat things, like when you could do like the Metal Fight face bolts and try to interchange it. If they stay on it, it's fine. I am a little surprised though. I'm so surprised there's no stickers. Not even on the actual one. Because I was thinking like, no, there can't be any stickers. I think it's just on there already, because if there was stickers, how do you put it on?
It's cheaper tattooing.
You think it's a tattoo, or do you think they put it on then they bolted it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cheaper than paper, stickers.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Okay, a bunch of other stuff to update. I'm just looking on my board here for what I can update on. Okay, since I got the Chozy tier list done, I'm still deciding on what I want to do. The only stuff left that's for the tier list stuff for this channel is the Beyblade remakes that Burst did, which I want to just do a video on that. That one's probably not going to take too long to do. That's going to be a little bit short. There's obviously anything else that's missing for Hasbro and the original layers for Takara Tomy and that type of stuff. So for tier list on the Burst side, we still got plenty of stuff. I do want to do for my next video, probably either a video, DB Stadium in-depth versus standard, was it a good idea? And a Bay history I desperately want to work on, because those are so fun to do, because I have the summer to actually now do it. Aside from that, you're probably going to see Beyblade X discussions. On the other channel, you'll definitely already see the highlights for the tournaments, which I still got to assemble. I did actually get some other stuff, which I'm just going down to see, but look at this. We got this for Thursday. This is a Plastic Gin random booster. I got Manta Diver. Pretty cool. Yeah, so check out that. Also, big change of plans, because I saw the doubles don't really work out too much. And after that, we'll cover, by the way, our shop at the end, which we're going to mention the whole sale thing and special thing that's going to be going on June 1st. So, first of all, I want to shout out to my friend Keo, because he did actually gift me this, which is a Tornado Top we never reviewed on this channel. Never. It is a Tornado Serpent. I've never had this. They gifted this to me, so God bless their soul for this. We're going to do now, the Mondays are going to be Metal Fight Mondays for real this time. Because I saw the double on the Thursday doesn't really work out too much. So obviously not this Monday. So the following Monday and the Thursdays, one will be a Metal Fight video, one will be a Plastic Gen video. So Mondays and Thursdays, you get to look forward to that. You know, let's be honest now, until Beyblade X, we got to do something, right? So for the Metal Fight fans that have been starving on the Metal Fight content, you will get it. It'll be basically, basically reviews and that type of stuff. So stay tuned for that. Is there anything else that we can talk about for playing? Oh, yes. Do we want to talk about the Hasbro thing or no? That Hasbro thing that we saw of the update, or is not? Wait till we get it. Wait till we get it. Oh, yeah, wait till we get it then. Yeah, there was a tornado serpent, yeah. In the meantime, I guess I'll just answer some stuff in the chat, but, okay, here we go. We have actually a Memorial Day sale, additional 20% off on checkout, just today. One day only. So, now's your chance. And by the way, if you scroll down to our store on the bottom.
There's only one.
Yeah, we only have one. Who's left?
BO5.
Let's see. Is Wizard Arrow, man. It's Wizard Arrow. The red one, you gotta. It's an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. Now, I want to actually mention what's something special that's going to be happening. A special sale is also going to be occurring because you were telling me about this. What's going on? You got to notify me of this. Amallbase.com. Oh, he's going to be getting in a second. He's getting ready for it. But yeah, in the meantime,
yeah. So start July 1st. I mean June 1st.
June 1st.
We're gonna clear out everything. We have BX and U, so probably we're looking 20% off.
Yeah.
The whole June till we get rid of all the stock.
All of June, 20% off. That's like so that's pretty good.
That's not for Beyblade X. Anyways, we don't have nothing pretty much.
Yeah.
So we still got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was sold this weekend.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go through this.
There's big savings on the sets.
Yeah.
These are US price, I think.
Yeah, we had US prices on our shop, so you change to whatever currency.
Here's USD. So whatever you see in here.
You don't have the thing on there.
These.
You don't have the page up.
Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta switch to it. Yeah, it's loading. I was like, wait, what page are we talking about?
Hold on.
Yeah, go for it, my friend.
So, this sale finish today at midnight.
Yep.
And June 1st, we're gonna clear everything. It's a clearance sale. And so we still got a lot of stuff, bigger sets. Random boosters, just this one.
Yeah.
And some deals.
Yeah, okay, I will take it from here. Okay. Can we scan things in the Westwind X comes? If you get the Japanese app and you get the products, then yes.
Probably VPN.
Yeah, VPN or whatever. Will you review all 4 Beyblade X bays on or after release?
Or before.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe before.
Maybe.
There's a chance to review the stadium and 2 bays.
Yeah, because of the Tokyo show. But no, but either way, on the 15th or post 15th, I mean.
The 15th, I think the priority is set.
Yeah, the priority is
Or
gonna.
you guys can tell in the shot.
Actually, you wanna know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. When we get closer to the release date.
You can ask today, at least have an idea.
Okay, yeah, true. Okay, we're gonna do a poll in the chat. Okay. So let's assume I already reviewed this.
You can create a poll there.
Can I create a poll? Does it let me? Okay, so assuming I already reviewed the stadium, the drawn sword, and the hell scythe, I'm going to put Wizard Arrow. Okay, what's the other one called? Shield Knight. What's the other one called? Start Dash Set.
Start Dash, the 3-pack.
The 3-pack set. Okay, that's the only one.
Set because it got the string launcher.
Which do you want to see first reviewed, assuming we...
On July 15. Oh, I mean after July 15.
Yeah, what, the 18, 19,
Whatever,
17... Yeah, whatever the Monday is. Yeah. Okay, I'll do a survey now, because I'm a little bit curious on what you would want to see. Because if we already reviewed Drawn Sword and Howl Scythe, so I'm curious on that. Because there is the string launcher, so, you know, whatever it is, let me know. Right, pre-sale on June 10th, 11th. Yes, my friend. Yes. But it's going to cost to import. Just joined the stream. Is there any news of the pass on coming out or working in the West? Coming out in Japan, we have the date July 15th, my friend. For the features, we basically just went over that. For anything global, we only going to find out a lot later. You can just go earlier on the stream. It's just talking about all the features, what you can do with it. It's kind of interesting, so if you want to check it out, you can. Okay. Yellow Wizard Arrow is literally Flame Sagittarius. I have seen a lot of people make the comparison to Flame. I can definitely kind of see it if I'm closing trying to visualize it. I think also if you remember Beat Links, I was going to say Vulcan.
Vote, there's only 30 votes on 86 people.
Yeah, come on, you got to vote on the poll.
We need this more accurate.
Yeah, we need this accurate as possible. I was going to say Beat Links is kind of, I feel closer, kind of. But I get the idea because it's more pushed out, so you can technically say Flame Sagittarius. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got to let me know on here for the thing. And keep in mind there's like a minute delay. So whatever wins, wins.
No, there's no minutes delay. There's
20 seconds? Oh, okay, fair enough. When you think they'll release the new string launchers, the blue one. So I did try to see. I think I don't remember. I have to see the bill. I'm gonna go search on.
It was B16 was a red launch, kind of October. You can go.
I'm gonna go double check right now. I know every time it's always been later. I'm pretty sure to my memory.
It was October. Can you check 2015?
Yeah, the Bay launcher, the string launcher was September.
September?
Yeah.
Was the red one?
B16, the red one, yeah.
B16.
Uh,
So it's not in September, so gotta be October.
Yeah, probably October then, because usually what they want.
Always do this to capitalize.
Yeah, and I don't remember what the counts were. I think the count. I can't remember what video it was. I think the counts on the string launcher was like 10 or something. I can't remember the video. Don't quote me on that one. I remember the string launcher. I remember there was some video on it. I think that they were doing the counts on it. Which, I mean, either way, that makes sense. They want to sell. And if it's high speed and if it has, like, a higher count than, like, what Burst started off with, that makes sense to me. New Bayloggers. My friend, we got to call it the Battle Pass now, which I don't like the name, but I like Baylogger because of the Battle Pass. Well, I guess the Battle Pass makes more sense, because if the app you're doing missions and all that stuff... Okay, yeah, now I get the name. We need to see if Night Shield actually has the shock absorption ability. No. You can't do shock absorption with metal like that. How are you? If this was like if they actually designed this with like rubber or whatever, I could like believe that. But like pure metal, you can't do that. I swear to God, they wanted to do airflow again. It's literally again a Knight's Beyblade, Aero Knight, Tripio, Air Knight, Garuda, Wind Knight. They wanted to say airflow again, but they didn't. Super hyped for global online battles. Bet this will be Takara's answer to qualifiers for larger tournaments. This is esport vibes for sure, 100%. When you think they'll release a new double Stinger string launcher combiner? They have never done that. If you're thinking of the Dualtron or something like Hasbro did in the past, probably still no. Not TT. They probably 3D print. I just got the Battle Pass. I'm still not used to saying the word Battle Pass. Okay, let's review the poll. Okay, 21% Wizard Arrow. That's what I like to see. Shield Knight is is it Shield Knight or Knight Shield? Oh, I reversed it. Alright, see, I take one stream out today. Knight Shield is at 9%. The start, okay, he wins, because I actually wanted to do Wizard Arrow, but okay, Start That Set wins, fair play.
So who's second?
Second place is Wizard Arrow.
Okay.
Okay, and third is the 3-pack set. Okay, but I gotta do okay. So I will do the Start That Set. So I will do that first, and then after Wizard, then after Shield, and then after the 3-pack and the boosters, and probably something like that.
You're gonna unbox the 2 bays in this stadium.
Yeah, the boosters though, the boosters will be a separate video. I don't want to combine anything. I like to do a separate video on them and appreciate them, even if they're gonna be shorter than the other ones. So probably what we'll do, you can probably pull up on our store, just get an image of like one of the boosters of the Arrow or the Shield Knight, the Knight Shield. For like the blue one and the red one, because if I already review Wizard Arrow and I already review I don't even know, because usually the reviews, I'm going to be honest, like, if you watch any Baytuber, like, usually the reviews are kind of just first impressions anyway, so I'll probably try to keep it more condensed on, like, the booster stuff, I guess. I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that. I'm not too sure. I pre-ordered everything, the recolors.
So this was the...
Yeah, okay, so that's the example. So that's Wizard Arrow. Yeah, go there. Yeah, so, I mean, like, if I already... I gotta think, bro. I gotta get creative, I guess, on those reviews. I guess I'm gonna have to eventually get creative. I was gonna get everything out of the hobby, but the new set sounds very promising. Yeah, start that shit. Yeah, string launcher. Yeah, yeah. I'm also curious on the grip too, because the grip's always been my pet peeve. I think what's really comfortable. I don't know if I can grab it. Can you switch that full image for 1 second?
Which one?
Any image that you have on there, so I can just go grab it 1
Wait
second.
a second.
Yeah, just 1 second. Yeah. So you grab it, go for it. Yeah. Okay. Don't I have the grip here? I was thinking of what feels kind of comfortable, and I want to hold this in my hand. I feel like the plastic Gen 1 is like pretty comfortable to kind of hold. I feel like, because you know, look at the design on here, how it has it for like the hand on here. You see how, like when you're gripping it and when you're holding it like this, right? This is kind of funny. No, the Metal Fight one I think also was kind of fine. The burst ones always felt weird to me. They never felt uncomfortable. They just kind of felt weird. But I mean, honestly, this is fine. Basically, the grip design is literally just this. It's basically this. So it feels like this. This is basically the remote I have for the lighting. So if it's anywhere close to that, then I'll be okay.
So
I'm.
47?
Yeah, Way Wizard is peak true based. This is a base commenter right now. Shout out Nizuma, based. I'm surprised no news for the BXG01. Yeah, so listen. When I did the orders in March, there's apparently supposed to be a BXG01. I put the money in it, so there has to be something. What is it going to be? It's supposed to be a booster.
No, it's a tiny little bit more.
It's a tiny little bit more than a booster and less than a starter. I don't know what it is. My assumption, and I could be off on here, but if this stadium, because I remember that that site was covering it, the Hong Kong site that reports on the rumors, whatever, they count BXG02 as the recolor of that stadium. So maybe BXG01 is some event exclusive?
Yeah.
That's my assumption. Could I be wrong?
Could be in Tokyo. Don't forget they did pre-sale in Tokyo.
Yeah. It could be pre-sale. It could be maybe for like the. I don't have the answer. I have to find out eventually. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long month. Okay, I am old. Sorry, the grips are always trouble. I'm old and I have bigger hands. Yeah, I guess it depends. But the plastic Gen 1 usually feels, I think, pretty comfortable. Oh, I guess actually, you know what? It's relative to, I guess, the hand size. So I can't just say just because it works for me, it's the best overall. It depends, I guess, on your hands. So maybe burst or other stuff is easier. The red one looks so nice, especially the yellow bit, 100%. Drawn Sword is my favorite so far. Alright, fair enough. It would be cool if you could connect the old Baylogger with the new launchers. It'd be funny to see if you could do that. I'm curious if that was possible. Yeah, we'll do a few more. I'm trying to scroll down on here, but it doesn't let me. Drawn Sword is peak. True, I like Hell Scythe, fair enough. The Photoshop X Pegasus I really liked. It reminded me of Samurai Pegasus and is my favorite. Oh, what's up?
Continue.
Yeah, okay. The Photoshop X Pegasus I really like, reminds me of Samurai, and I really hope they do that for the 25th anniversary. Yeah. Will Beyblade X come in? I have no idea, my friend. No idea. What is your favorite Bay? Cobalt Drake for Beyblade X so far, but if you're not counting rares, then Wizard Arrow, obviously. Can't wait for BX to come out. I missed the Metal Ting Ting from the Metal Gen Contact. After playing a Metal Fight competitive event, I definitely now feel the appeal of Metal Fight again after not touching it for so long. Do you think Beyblade X will do remakes of Burst? Potentially. They should. They need to. Drawn Sword's gear chip is not peak, but everything else is. Okay. And, okay, I think we pretty much covered everything. Aside from that, I think we covered everything else. So I pretty much already went over all the plans, all that stuff. What is your thoughts on Beyblade X? You can see the Fridays video when we break down the system. That's pretty much everything just in one video. Aside from that, what week are we in?
Okay.
How many weeks do we have? Okay, we have 2 weeks until any actual news and information.
Less than 2 weeks.
Okay, less than 2 weeks for the Tokyo Toy Show, but 2 weeks for the Koro Koro for the official chapter of Beyblade X. It's going to be 70 pages. My plan is probably going to be, actually, I can't spoil too much, but I can promise you that I will be going very in-depth, and potentially you might be able to find an English resource right away from somewhere. But yeah, no, 2 weeks for the Koro info, 1 week, actually a little bit more than 1 week for the Tokyo Toy Show.
It's 11 days.
11 days.
10 days.
And aside from that, is there anything else to mention? Oh, and for this week, more Beyblade X discussion videos. We'll probably do one on rubber tips, because I think that'll be fun.
Just Pro Series, that's all, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some Pro Series stuff. Yeah, if Hasbro decide Pro Series, maybe the Light Ignite set if they decide to release it. Yeah, aside from that, that's kind of it. So,
Yeah.
I do apologize again for missing on the Sunday. I do apologize. You know,
That's over you today.
that's why we're here today. We're going to be back on the Sunday, 5 p.m. here on out on the Sundays, EST, Eastern Standard Time, because I think that works better for a lot of other people who comment that I see that more people can make it on the later on the Sunday. And yeah, he's basically going to now kill me in an explosion, and I will die. So, make sure to check out the tournament highlights. I'll be on the other testing channel. And that'll be it for now. I want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the live. I will probably not trim it because last time I tried to, there's an audio desync delay. So I'll probably just leave a timestamp to skip the countdown afterwards. Alright, bye. Have a wonderful Monday and enjoy the rest of your week.